Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading for January 8th to the 14th. This is for Leo and Leo Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cult across spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity to get more specific and detailed with your reading. Leo, I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, Leo, I use astrology because it offers a lot more depth to your reading. So, Leo, Happy New Year. First of all, I missed y'all. I'm so glad to be back. Listen, Leo, this is a big week. This is a really big week for you. I would not be surprised if a lot of y'all had a lot of activity with career or started something new this week in terms of like maybe like a passion project or something work-wise. Like even maybe like if you're a CEO of a business or, you know, an entrepreneur, possibly, you know, hiring employees. There's so much happening for a career. And the reason why, well, there's actually a lot happening for you this week. This is the week where it's a loaded week. There's a lot happening. I'm going to tell you the days that I want you to pay attention to, the best days of this week. There's honestly no like bad days this week actually, but on the 9th, January 9th, this is a big day. This is kind of kicking off what's to come for the rest of the week. Now, on this day, the sun is going to trine Uranus. So this is huge. Uranus is in Taurus right now, and that is your 10th house of career, of fame, of, you know, public recognition, honors, achievements. And so this is an auspicious aspect, and Uranus is all about breakthroughs. It's all about innovation. It's all about surprises. So you could receive unexpected news around this time. You could also have some sort of breakthrough in terms of something that you've been looking forward to in terms of career, okay? When I say career, just think about your passions too. The other thing is on the 9th, Mars will sextile Saturn. Now, so we have two major aspects that are happening on the 9th. This is all about your long-term goals here. This is another beautiful aspect where it's almost like all the action you take, there's so much like longevity energy around it around this time. Now, here's the thing. Before this week, last week, Mars moved into Capricorn. And so Mars is going to be in Capricorn all month long. Mars, if you saw my January forecast, Mars is exalted in Capricorn. Mars loves being in Capricorn. And this is heavy hitting. This is you hitting the ground, working, going after your goals, being very productive. Mars has, you know, Mars is a planet of ambition, drive, even just has so much energy, right? I've been making the analogy, you know, if Mars is like Dennis the Menace, Capricorn is the mother that's like, no, wait up, no, let's do this together, okay? Because there's so much like the synergy between Mars and Capricorn is awesome. It's so amazing. So you may have already started off the year like really like guns a-blazing, like really going after the things that you want. So I absolutely love this week for you, and I love this day for you. All right, I absolutely love this day for you. Now, all this energy in Capricorn, by the way, is your 6th house. So again, that is everyday activities. It's your routines. It's like you're going to have a lot of energy this week, and it's going to be very nice, and you're going to feel very ambitious because what's happening on the 11th is we have this new moon in Capricorn. And so I've said this is like a new, remember Mars is in Capricorn at this point. So this new moon is like, it's almost like it's got like jetpacks on it. And so, you know, with new moons, you always want to set intentions. New moons are new beginnings. They bring new beginnings, new cycles in your life. So, hey, this is a great day. Jupiter and Saturn in the background, like they're just fist bumping in the sky. And Jupiter is a planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, expansion, profit. Could be a big thing for you now. Could be a big thing for you, especially because remember Saturn is in the background too, bringing that stability and all that structure. Saturn being in your 8th house. So there could be something with other people's money, like shared resources, bonuses, commissions, even investments, inheritance, things like that. But it is a day to set intentions for sure. You definitely want to put that energy out there. There is so much potential this week. One of the reasons why is because the day after the new moon in Capricorn on the 11th, on January 12th, Mars will trine Jupiter. This is the most powerful aspect of the month. Okay. There's toward the end of the month, we have like the best day of the month, but this is such an amazing aspect. I mean, this is powerful. This is Mars and Jupiter. Jupiter expands. And Jupiter is all about, like I said, prosperity. And then Mars, the planet of action, the planet of drive. I mean, you're really going after your goals right now. And there's, I think I mentioned Jupiter's like profit as well. And so, Jupiter is in Taurus, and that is your 10th house of career. But Taurus is a financial sign. So, I would not be surprised if some of y'all started something, maybe like a side hustle, a passion project, something that just generates maybe even passive income. There could be like promotions, there could be some work stuff here as well, because we're talking about the 10th house and the 6th house that is very active for you this week. And so, again, career and work, right? Fame and public recognition, honors, achievements, and everyday activities. The 6th house also rules pets. So some of y'all could be getting new pets around this time or thinking about getting new pets. It's also health is highly associated with the 6th house as well. And so there could be like maybe a new fitness program that you start, or maybe even a new diet around this time. Now on the 13th, Mercury will enter Capricorn. So now we have a bundle of planets in Capricorn. And again, this is all in your 6th house. So yeah, it's like youth, Mercury being all about logic and communication and whatnot. So just being very practical, and again, very ambitious and just very goal oriented. So Leo, with that said, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for this week, for January 8th to the 14th. Again, this is for Leo and Leo rising. If you want to read for your moon and your Venus, I would definitely read for your moon, because we do have a new moon. If you know your birth chart, if you want a little bit more intel in that, insight in that area of your life. And then, Venus is in Sagittarius. It will be moving into Capricorn later this month, but that is your 5th house. And so that's also really nice for you. Sagittarius being your BFF, fellow fire sign there. So really, really love that for you. This is just going to be an absolutely amazing week for you. So with that said, Leo, let's get started. See what's going on for you for January 8th to the 14th. So Leo, like I said earlier, I do a traditional culture cross spread. Really does bring the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we'll pull clarifiers. Secondly, Leo, I missed you. What have y'all been up to? How was your holidays? Tell me what y'all did. I didn't do much. I did go on that trip to Mexico, but I'm thinking of New Year's. I didn't do much. But hey, my dog's with me too, and so that's why I got to make sure that you can see all the cards. She takes up all my table space. Okay. Leo, wow, look at this. This is very cool. Interesting. Very, very interesting. What's going on with home and family? Is there stuff going on there? Maybe like a significant other. It's coming up big time. But even still, like, you're good and you got options coming through. Just know what you want. Now, let's get started. You did get the 6 of Cups. Interesting. I'm just going to tell you why this is interesting. 6 of Cups, all right? Sun in Scorpio. You got in the heart of your spread the King of Cups. Amazing. Scorpio. In your future, you got the 7 of Cups. Venus in Scorpio. You got 3 Scorpio cards. That is your 4th house. Your domestic sector, home, family, children, foundations of your life, like even home, like maybe you're moving, like things like that. Maybe you're buying real estate. Maybe that may be on your mind as well. But in any case, let's get started. I love this. There's a lot of sharing in this card, a lot of kindness in this card. This is a card that is, 6 is the heart of the tree of life. And so this is one of my favorite cards. You're moving into this week with a lot of comfort, okay? And I want you to. There's all this sense of like, you feel the love around you. You feel really good about the things that you're doing. You feel good about the people in your life. This is the biggest house in tarot. So it brings a lot of comfort. It brings that, a feeling of protection. Like you can let your hair down. You can let your guard down. But again, this being the biggest house in tarot and the fact that, just maybe coincidence, with all this Scorpio activity in your fourth house of home, that could really be a big thing for you. But again, the bigger message coming through is this kindness, this just, again, it's almost like there's this incredible weight that's been lifted off of you moving into this week. And there's just this fullness of this, your emotional capacity, like brimming, right? Especially with the King of Cups and the heart of your spread. Now, the King of Cups, the most like, the king that leads with his heart. He has so much love to give, but he has this emotional stability about him. You can even see his throne on top of water, right? And so look how turbulent the water is. I mean, nothing is going to knock him off that throne. And water is your, emotions, right? And tarot. So it is going to be a week where it's almost like you're going to feel on top of the world, like emotionally. And there is a sense of intuition that comes with the King of Cups, but also with Scorpio as well. Scorpio being a very intuitive sign, but just this energy here, huge. Okay. King of Cups is very intuitive, and that's always, it makes a big difference as you move forward, especially with this week, with that new moon in Capricorn. You want to like trust your gut with a lot of things that you put all your, not only like your heart and soul, but like blood, sweat, and tears, everything into, especially with Mars, being in Capricorn, bringing all that energy. Now, you did get the 2 of Wands in your challenge area. So there's going to be something this week where I would possibly say you may be sitting on, okay? It's almost like there may be a decision or an action that you want to take, but you may want to think about it a little bit more, all right? Think about it a little bit more until you feel deep down in your gut. This is why intuition makes a really big difference. You're ready, all right? That you're ready to go. The other thing is that some of y'all may be wanting to, it's almost like wanting to hold back when you don't have a reason to, okay? So there may be something where you could take this step forward, but you may be just like second guessing yourself all the time. So if that should happen too, again, same response, trust your intuition. You will know when you know, right? Did someone say that like Yoda or something? Anyway, but again, it really is just saying like right now, it could be either way for y'all. It could be either way for y'all, but either way, trust your intuition. And I'm going to tell you why in a second, why it is going to make a big difference. But you did get the 10 of Swords in your crown. So that could be the thing, like you just being in your head, all right? Being in your head because of something that happened in the past that may be holding you back. Now, the swords are the mental suit. And so even when you think about like the end of December, we had that full moon in Cancer, right? And that was a big one for you because that was in your 12th house, and 12th house is the subconscious. And so what is the subconscious, right? It is where we store our memories. It's where the low energy frequencies live, like fear and, uncertainty and stress and whatnot. But you did get the 10 of Swords in your crown. And so it's still you have time to surrender things. Full moon is a time to release things, right? And especially for you in a mental capacity, especially again, swords being the mental suit. Now, 10 is the end. So it seems like there is something that you do want to end this week that you're thinking about. Or it could be something where you're ready for this next step, like ascension in an area. Now, in order to do that, you have to learn from the things that have been stressing you out, if they have been stressing you out, or a decision that you've, like circumstance that you've been in where You feel like it was like really heavy. It is time to learn from it, right? And consider these swords completely impaling this man, right? So you can see his hand is actually in the same hand gesture as not only the Hierophant, but the man in the Six of Pentacles, like the very philanthropic man. So it's almost like blessing in disguise, because 10 is the end. And this is the card of new dawn. That sun is actually coming through. The dark clouds are clearing. All right. So for this next cycle, but in order to enter that next cycle, you have to learn from any hardship or challenges that you've gone through, just so you never have to go through that experience again. Okay. I feel like a lot of y'all know that. I feel like that is something that it is coming through, especially because there's a strong pull into wanting to be, emotionally stable. And in order to do that, you have to be in the right, headspace as well. You did get the devil in the root of your spread. And so what's really interesting about this, again, with the 10 of swords in your crown, with the 2 of wands in your challenger, and now you've got the devil in the root of your spread. Yes, there's something you got to let go. All right. And that could be that makes a difference in terms of you moving forward. Maybe you, sitting on something like indecisiveness, right? With the 2 of wands, sorry, in your challenge area. So I would definitely surrender the things that don't serve you well. All right. And it could be something, again, with the 10 of swords up there, and now the devil. The devil represents everything that you would think the devil represents, right? Pessimistic thinking, vices, addictions, bad behavior, things like that. You want to identify them and unchain yourself from the devil. You see the 2 people chained to the devil, right? So the chains are loose. You can break free. It's a matter of you up here putting yourself in that mindset where you can break free. And that's going to make, again, help you move forward, especially if you're indecisive about moving forward in a certain way. And, spending more time planning your next step too. It's got to be really nice if you can tap into your intuitive side, especially with all these cups. Cups are not only emotions, but intuition as well. And interesting enough, the devil is Capricorn. Did I say that already? I may have already said that. But with all this activity, again, Sun in Capricorn, Mars in Capricorn, we have a new moon in Capricorn, Mercury moving into Capricorn. That's a lot of Capricorn energy. A lot of Capricorn energy. All right. So it is going to be a big thing. And it could honestly be, this may be the week where, in order for something new to begin for you with this new moon, you may want to leave something behind to make room for it, right? When you manifest on the new moon. And I hope you do set intentions. It is a good time. Now, 7 of Cups in your future. Very interesting that looking across your cross. This is saying that there is a little bit of just like, again, there may be a little bit of like a confusion, especially with that you think about something. Now, one thing I didn't mention, I talked more about this in your January forecast. On the 8th, Mercury will square Neptune. Okay, so we're actually kicking off the week with Mercury squaring Neptune. This can bring a little bit of confusion. Mercury is still in its shadow period, and it's something that I don't talk about because I know I throw a lot of astrology at you, but it's like, it's like Mercury's pretty much, well, Mercury's direct, no longer retrograde, but it's like as if like Mercury like took Ambien and then is waking up, but on like 4 hours of sleep. So, the good news is Mercury is direct. So that's all you have to take into consideration. But now with the 7 of Cups in your future, this is saying that, again, you may not know what you want. And so when Mercury squaring Neptune, if there is something that you're confused about, it's like I said in your January forecast, this is a day where any sort of confusion may bring you that clarity. So sit with some of that confusion to clear away that fog, right? Like the smoke in here, right? It is smoke and mirrors too, by the way. But again, it's all about knowing what you want and going for it, right? You can see all the cups here. They're so very different. And not all of them may be, what you need or what you desire or what you want. But at the end of the day, when you trust your intuition, we're on this like emotional, like this platform where you feel emotionally fulfilled and you can trust yourself to make these right decisions, you're going to be absolutely fine. Okay. Cut through that fog, right? I'll even clarify it for you. Yeah. And then you're good. You're fine. You'll be good. Um, so let go of the things that may be holding you back, that may be even like confusing you this week. Set those intentions. You will there is this intuitive energy again that you will likely feel strongly. Just tap into it. All right, especially with all these cups. And now you have the 6 of Wands clarifying the 7 of Cups. So you're good. All right, as long as you really go after the thing that you know that you want. uh Speaking of which, the 6 of Wands, all about victory, success, eminence, rising above. This card is attributed to Jupiter in Leo. So you pulled one of your cards in your future, but you see everyone cheering this person on. I love this for you. Let's get to your stuff, Leo. Leo, I missed you, Leo. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what has been going on. And I'm sorry, I'm so close up to the camera. I feel like you can see like everything. I love that my dog woke up like that. Like maybe she feels guilty. She's taking up the table space. She doesn't. Leo, you're good. You're absolutely good. I don't even. You're fine. Um, Definitely have tap into your intuitive side, really go with your gut feelings about things, knowing when to like take that step, when not to take that step forward, making sure you have all the facts, making sure everything's like planned accordingly, and that's what's going to help you move forward. But you're absolutely good. You did get the 4 of Pentacles. All right, so this is really good. It's all about that structure, right? That stability. This is all about like foundation. So it seems like that there is a sense of you that I like if there's anything that I would advise you is like really spend time for whatever decision you're making, especially with like that emotional fulfillment, like building that foundation of your life and finding that stability, right? Stability as you move forward. And especially financial stability. That could be a thing that you may also be thinking about, especially because it is Pentacles. But Pentacles are earthbound, all right? So it's your physical reality as well. But it's really just putting things in order, okay? So really put things in order. Spend that time to like really, I don't know. I mean, maybe like you need to use Google spreadsheets, whatever it is, just putting things in order, but really taking action for it. This is also, Sun in Capricorn. So it's also another Capricorn card. So again, with this week, that being your 6th house of your everyday activities. So keep that in mind. Now, you also got strength. You're good. You're fine. You're absolutely good. Came in your external factors area. I'm getting a feeling of like more of like there is this energy out there. Like it's like the universe is like kind of fueling you this week to find that inner strength, to find that courage. And when I say find strength and that courage, like inside you, it's also finding that strength to like resist the things that you know you shouldn't be doing. That's exactly because both the strength and like the magician, right? It's all about taking that action. All right. So you even see the woman here taming the lion. So that's synergetic. That's interactive. That's movement. And so you want to do that. But again, it came in your external factors area. So it's really like such a feel good feeling, especially because, as you know, this card is ruled by you. Leo, this is a Leo card. You do see the lion here, and you do see with that strength, it brings the she has a symbol of infinity overhead, so it brings that like unlimited possibilities that you have before you. I mean, the fact that you got these 2 Leo cards right next to each other, absolutely amazing. And so there is going to be a sense of like, it feels like a lot of you are going to feel empowered too this week with what you do. And that's going to make you feel emotionally fulfilled. And you did get the Ace of Wands. It looks like you are looking for something new too, especially with your passion. Something, again, every day, just something that you want to be part of your everyday. Okay. But you see the leaves sprouting from the wand with a new moon in Capricorn. that is, rocket boosted. Please plant seeds this week. Please plant seeds this week because that's going to it's going to, that's what new moons are, is planting seeds. And these leaves are just going to sprout, right? So you're absolutely good here. You're absolutely good. There is something new that you want. And it could be a passion. It could be even like an idea that you have that's like percolating, that you want to like kind of just get going and get off the ground. Again, career energy is really big this week for y'all, especially with Jupiter having gone direct. And, the wands are, not only a fire suit, so very suitable to you, but they also represent career and enterprise and work and jobs. So again, as I said in the beginning of the reading, there's a lot of focus on that for y'all, work and career. And then lastly, you got the Knight of Swords, which is absolutely amazing. So it is getting out of that headspace. That's what's happening. You've got to take that action for it, but the potential is really strong. It's actually really nice that you got the Knight of Swords. So with the Knight of Swords, this is having so much courage to get out of that headspace and just move forward with these ideas, with communication, with just your passions, to putting your mind in that right headspace to go forward, go for everything that you want. Knight of Swords, by the way, with a strength card in your external factors area, is really big. All right. It's huge because this is all about courage too. All right. Knight of Swords. He's going into the storm. All right. And so if the strength brings like this unlimited potential that comes with your inner courage, the Knight of Swords brings this transformation in the way that you see things and the way that you think things. And, when you move past the things that that you have to surrender, you're completely set free. I mean, you see the fire under the horse's feet. I mean, this is like charging forward in a huge way. You even see, I'm going to show you, like the butterflies all over his armor. So very, like, when I say transformative, we're talking transformative here. But there is this newness here. There is this newness that I really love, that you're seeking. It seems like you're seeking it, especially with the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords. The last thing I'm going to point out is that with the Knight of Swords, you see the feather in his cap, referencing the Fool. The Fool's journey, the very first, you're right. Like, so there is, again, this emotional fulfillment for you this week. There's a lot of like intuitive energy that could bring you so much insight. You have to know what you want. So it's a good idea to let go of those things, surrender those things that may be holding you back, and you may know they're holding you back. And then you can move forward and you can plan forward, and you're marching right into victory. You're marching right into like success. And then remember what I said, Jupiter, the planet of good luck and good fortune, Jupiter that rules this card is a Leo card, it brings that prosperity and expansion, and it is in your 10th house of public recognition. And so you're good. You're just ascending, Leo. I love it. Thanks so much, Leo. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what's going on. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Next week, oh, it's the big week, isn't it? Yeah, next week is the big week. Pluto moving into Aquarius. That is a huge, huge, huge aspect. But next week, there's so many other things that are happening too. It's just such a big week. It's such a big week. But you're definitely expect a lot of like partnership stuff to start brewing for y'all. Okay. And that's whether career, that's, love, that's, BFF energy. It's going to be a big thing for y'all. We'll talk about it next week. Thanks so much, Leo. I'll see you next week.